we go. Hello, hello. G'day, g'day. Wow, there's a lot of people today. This is so great. This is amazing. 87 people. Well, first of all, everybody, thank you for joining us at Savvy with the Rum Lab channel. We have, my name is Federico Hernandez. I'm excited. This is so great. I have Mauricio. We have Mauricio here. I don't have him. Mauricio is here. Mauricio Solorzano, let's say from Flor de Caña. He's actually at the Flor de Caña office in Nicaragua, in Managua too.
Hello, Federico. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Flor de Caña behind the scenes. We will be talking about our sustainability program that we have, and we're very proud. But let me tell you something before everything starts, Federico. I'm very personal as a Nicaraguan to you as a Puerto Rican. I want to express you our eternal grateful as a Nicaraguan with a very famous Puerto Rican guy, Roberto Clemente. This great hero of baseball, because we love baseball too, and he gave his life to help the Nicaraguans in 1972, and unfortunately he died in a plane crash, and to try to help the Nicaraguan people that we've been through a lot in the earthquake that destroyed the whole city of Managua. So our eternal grateful to the Puerto Rican people, especially Roberto Clemente, in our hearts forever.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Roberto Clemente is in, I think, every Puerto Rican's heart. So I actually didn't know that. That's beautiful. I know so Mauricio actually has another presentation later. So I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible today. First of all, welcome to Savvy. Let me share a little bit of the toolboxes or tool that we have to your right. I think I've seen a lot of people already writing. We have our chat box. Feel free to write any comments. Actually, it would be great to know where you're from, like any country or any city or your nationality. I should be writing Puerto Rican too. If you have any questions, there's right below on the screen, you're going to see an area that says ask questions. At the end of the event, we're going to have a Q&A, which is the Rum O'Clock Q&A. We'll be answering as many questions as possible. It's all based on time. We ask everybody if you can please share the event and with your friends. It'll be great. So that way we can invite more people to the live stream. Today's agenda, we're going to be watching a 5-minute video. Then we're going to do a Flor de Caña, of course. And then we're going to be doing like 30 to 40 minutes talking about the main presentation, which are different questions that we have for Mauricio. And then at the end, we'll have 15 to 20 minutes, hopefully, for the Rum O'Clock. All right, let's start on today's main subject, which is behind the scene with Flor de Caña and Mauricio. And our guest is, as we already met, is our friend Mauricio. Let me look quickly and get the video. All right, here we go. Oh, I see people from Miami, Phoenix, San Juan, Ecuador, Chicago, from Mexico. Wow, this is beautiful. Wow. All right.
100 people. I see 100 people.
All right, let's start the video.
Back on track.
The story of Flor de Caña began in 1875 when a young adventurer from Italy, Alfredo Francisco, decided to leave his family and the comforts of the old continent to embark in an adventure in the exotic land of lakes and volcanoes, Nicaragua. In the late 1800s, everyone wanted to get rich with the gold that had been discovered in California, starting what was known as the gold rush. However, to get to California, you had to cross the entire territory of the United States on horseback or stagecoach. Not only was it dangerous, it was also a long route, having to travel for 6 months to cross the entire country. The other option was to sail around the southern tip of South America through Cape Horn, known for its massive waves and for having the highest number of shipwrecks in the world. This route also lasted 6 months. Alfredo Francisco came to Nicaragua to establish a shorter and safer route, passing through Nicaragua. This route lasted only 35 days. This business was a huge success, but when news broke out about the construction of the Panama Canal and the U.S. coast-to-coast railroad, Alfredo Francisco knew it was time to begin a new chapter. In 1890, his adventurous spirit led him to the most fertile lands in Nicaragua, right at the base of the country's tallest and most active volcano, the San Cristobal. Fascinated by the landscape, he decides to establish an agro-industrial mill and later a distillery to produce rum, marking the beginning of Flor de Caña. Across 130 years and 5 family generations, the brand, the company, and the family have overcome numerous adversities: revolutions, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, confiscations, fires, and a plane crash. Throughout all this, the company has been able to remain a family business when only 3 in 10,000 family businesses make it to the 5th generation. Flor de Caña has a portfolio of premium rums aged from 4 to 25 years. All our rums are 100% naturally aged and without any artificial ingredients. They have 0 grams of sugar. They're gluten-free and kosher certified. In addition, our rums have a similar amount of calories as whiskey and vodka, and up to 50% less than beer or wine. Our distillery is located only 5 miles away from the San Cristobal volcano. Why is this important? Well, the land fertilized by volcanic ash, the organic and mineral-rich water, and the hot, humid volcanic climate all come together to give our rum its exceptionally smooth flavor. Over the years, the Flor de Caña portfolio has earned a series of international accolades. It was named among the finest products in the world, World's Best Rum Distillery, and Best New Rum of the Year. In 2017, the quality of our rums earned the highest distinction in the industry.
The Rum Producer of the Year. And the winner is Flor de Caña.
One of Latin America's most prestigious rums, winning a huge number of awards, medals, and commendations in the last few years. Produced by Compañía Carrera de Nicaragua.
Sustainability has also been a core value of the brand since the beginning. Today, we're one of the most sustainably produced rum, from field to bottle. Our raw material comes from the only agro-industrial mill in the world to have the 2 top certifications on sustainability, Bon Sucro and Fair Trade. During the fermentation process, we capture and recycle all the emissions of CO2, preventing them from going into the atmosphere. We've also distilled our rums with 100% renewable energy for over 10 years, and we've planted 50,000 trees annually since 2005 to protect our water resources and wildlife in the region. We are particularly proud to be one of the first global spirits to be Fair Trade certified and sustainably sourced. Our Fair Trade certification ensures consumers that Flor de Caña is produced in compliance with over 300 rigorous labor, social, and environmental standards.
Flor de Caña is a great partner for Fair Trade. It's a company that has already invested so much in the well-being of their workers and in the stewardship of their environment. By joining Fair Trade, they're raising the bar even higher on themselves and on the entire spirits industry.
Since 1913, our company school has offered free education to the children of our employees. And since 1958, our company hospital has offered free medical attention to our employees and their families.
Mi papá laboró por más de 50 años aquí en la compañía. Yo nací en el hospital recibiendo los beneficios de salud. Recibí el beneficio de la educación aquí en la compañía. Los mismos beneficios que recibí yo, recibieron mis hijos.
It is in part because of these benefits that Flor de Caña has been named Great Place to Work 2 years in a row by Great Place to Work Institute. Also, 1 in 4 employees are third-generation workers of Flor de Caña, and nearly 200 employees have more than 30 years with the brand. For decades, Flor de Caña has also been very close to the community.
Flor de Caña has been one of Aprocan's main donors since its foundation in 1991. Thanks to their support, we have provided more than 600,000 health services free of charge to children suffering from burns and children with cleft lip and palate in Nicaragua.
Flor de Caña has been an active partner of the American Nicaraguan Foundation for more than 15 years, supporting a variety of projects aimed at alleviating poverty in Nicaragua and improving the lives of the most vulnerable populations in the country.
From humble origins in 1890, today, Flor de Caña is one of the most beloved brands in Nicaragua. It is present in over 70 countries, one of the fastest growing premium rums in the Americas, among the top 5 premium rums globally. Flor de Caña is also the proud partner of the San Francisco Giants, the New England Patriots, the International Game Fish Association, and the world's 50 best restaurants.
All right.
An adventure that started at the base of an active volcano. Flor de Caña, a complex rum as rich and exciting as the volcano from which it's born. Crafted for the ones that arrive with a story to tell. Naturally aged in bourbon barrels and sealed with plantain leaves. A 5-generation single-family estate story that's over 125 years old and distilled with 100% renewable energy. That's our spirit. Here's to yours. Flor de Caña, aged in adventure.
All right, Marisa, that's a cheers to that. Cheers to that. Let me go open quickly the presentation. All right, let me make sure that everybody can. All right, let me open.
I can hear you well.
You can hear me well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me lower the microphone 1 second.
Well, this is like the glimpse of Flor de Caña. I'm very proud to.
Mauricio, we're losing you a little bit right now. I think your internet might be getting slower. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let me send you refresh. All right, as Mauricio returns, he'll return any second. Let me go directly to the questionnaires, open the slides. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, by Mauricio. As everybody knows, Mauricio is based out of Nicaragua right now. And it's actually Managua. Managua is a good place to be for. It's more reliable than any other of the cities over there. It's the main capital. All right, I'm giving Mauricio a connection. He's connecting again. Good. Then in the meantime, let me go directly. We already did the videos. These are the questions that we're going to be asking today to Mauricio as he returns. I broke it down basically on after I saw the video. Ideas that I have, not as things that would be resourceful for myself to understand a little bit more about the company, and I thought other people, our hearers or viewers, could enjoy as well. And then, so here we go. Let me get Mauricio. Hopefully, Mauricio can get connected again. Not we. Team connecting right now. I wonder if his Wi-Fi got lost. Let me try this again. This would be Mauricio. There we go. I see him again. He connected. All right. He's accepted and connecting. He's on screen again. Ladies and
I'm here.
all right, Mauricio, we're back.
Okay, great.
No, I was explaining that, of course, you're in Nicaragua and you might have some handicaps with Wi-Fi sometimes or connections. It is what it is. But Mauricio, let's go directly and learn a little bit more about you. If you can let the audience know who is Mauricio Solorzano, how many years you've been in the company, and especially if you've done different roles in the company, because as we all know, you're the global brand ambassador, or many of us know you're the global brand ambassador, but I imagine you've done more different roles in the company.
First of all, thank you very much. Yeah, as I told you, I've been working with the company since 23 years ago. I started this wonderful journey of aging in a barrel for 23 years. I started in 1997 with a specific program for frozen cocktails that we allocate these different machines in everywhere in Nicaragua. I remember a very specific place that we start in a beauty parlor where you can enjoy a very nice a cocktail of Flor de Caña, a strawberry cocktail of Flor de Caña. In the meantime, the ladies were taking care of their image. And after that, I became the brand manager of Flor de Caña for like 8 years. And since 2006, the company created the figure of the ambassador, and I became the global brand ambassador since 2006 until now. So I'm traveling around the world, taking the story of Flor de Caña and letting them know very proudly who we are, how we produce our rum, and why we are so proud to say that we represent the best rum in the world.
That's super interesting. And then when you were brand ambassador at that time, you said brand, basically product manager, right?
Yeah.
And then how will you see things have changed from the very beginning of when you were doing that role to what it is right now?
Let me tell you that one of the most important things, the big learning in this, if I can define myself and how I became as a global brand ambassador, I like to say this phrase. I was forged in the heat of the streets of Nicaragua and enriched by the wisdom of our clients. And totally, I mean, when I try to define myself, I realize that I'm enriched by the clients. So that's the street, and the clients give you all the knowledge to grow as a person and to grow as a professional in the industry. So there is how you got the base and how to improve to be a better executive and a better person. And because I've been for the different process in Flor de Caña, since I know the distillery process, the distillation process. I've been in the executive offices, so the brand needs in that time someone who knows from the very beginnings the whole process of Flor de Caña. And now I'm very proud to can spread the word about Flor de Caña in every rum congress that you invite us.
Thank you very much. Let's talk about a little bit about the history of the company. In 1890, Flor de Caña rum began. Who was the first master distiller at that moment?
Okay, that when Mr. Pellas decided, the first generation out of 5, and when he decided to establish in Nicaragua, and he bought this sugar mill, there is a Nicaraguan gentleman, Mr. Adolfo Bernard, that used to work with for the sugar mill, and I can say that he was the very first master distiller back in 1890. and they got together at the end of the harvest to collect those aged alcohol and to make a toast to celebrate the end of the harvest.